Like waves crashing upon a dreamy, edgy shore, the feminine hair has always had the power to inspire a flood of soul-stirring poetry. As a notable quote by Martin Luther goes, "The hair is the richest ornament of women." Attired to please herself, no germs of any kind she wore, no aught of borrowed gloss in nature's stead, and then her long, loose hair, flung round her head, fell carelessly behind. Publius Terentius Afer. In Lagos, Nigeria, one woman has taken the art of nurturing natural hair quite literally.
NIBI LAWSON, and I'm the founder of the Kinky Apothecary. The Kinky Apothecary is Nigeria's first one-stop natural hair shop. We supply good quality products for people who have made the decision to wear their hair natural and who are not interested in relaxing their hair in any way. We bring products in from the US and the UK, all good quality products that we've heard about. We've built relationships with the manufacturers, and we bring the products in. We also create a product of our own called the Whip Batter, and supply a number of natural oils, and we bring in, we supply products by a number of Nigerian product manufacturers.
Natural hair to me is hair that hasn't been altered by any kind of chemicals.
Finally, natural hair is how we were born, it's how our hair grows out of our heads.
So for example, afros, locks are all natural hair to me. Texturized hair is not natural hair, even though it's curly. The texture has been altered by a chemical, and so it's not natural hair.
This woman, who has made natural cascading dark curls her forte, traces the apothecary's origins back to a need which some would consider quirky and a desire to fulfill it.
I've been natural for many years. I was natural when I was living in the UK, and when I moved back to Nigeria, I found that there weren't any products that I could buy and ground that I wanted to use in my hair. All the products available contained ingredients that I didn't want to use in my hair. For example, mineral oil, which needs harsh shampoos to strip out and dries your hair. And so I started bringing in products for myself and for friends, and eventually, because I saw that there was a need for the products I was bringing in, there was a market, I decided to set up a company supplying these products for people in Nigeria.
And if you wonder, why go bare? Why be a natural? Why go through all that stress? Will natural hairdos not be difficult to maintain? NIBI is quick to add.
It's not at all. Once you learn, it's a completely different way of taking care of your hair. But once you have understood how to take care of natural hair, it's really not that much different.
She also shares the advantages going natural has over the regular.
When you're relaxing your hair, you're breaking down the bonds of your hair, so your hair is automatically weaker than it would be if it was natural. So in that sense, for the health of your hair, it is, in my opinion, better to stay away from the chemicals and keep your hair natural. Another advantage of being natural is that people who want to grow their hair long tend to find it easier to do so when their hair is natural, because they're not damaging it with these chemicals. It's easier to, once you know how to look after your natural hair, it's easier to retain length. It's easier to have a healthier head of hair. You don't find as many people losing their edges, for example, or losing hair as you do when people relax constantly.
And as rewarding as natural hair may seem, she admits,
natural hair as unkempt. A lot of people have said that they've been at work and they've been sent home and advised to get a weave or put on a wig. I say my way around that, first of all, apart from being confident in your own hair, being able to stand up for your own hair, is just pick up certain styling tips. And there is, I mean, natural hair, like every hair, natural hair can look messy and it can look neat. So if you just practice your styling techniques to make your hair look neater. Ways that I find to try and make my hair look neater is that when I've washed it, I tend to put my hair in 2-strand twists. which is basically like braiding your hair, but you just use 2 strands and you twist them over each other. And then when it's dry, I let it out. It makes it easier to pull into a ponytail or to pull into a bun, and that way it looks professional.
And for those who already keep their natural hair or who intend to go bare and kinky soon, here's some salient hair tips from the shrine of the guru herself.
My 3 tips for people with natural hair are, first of all, moisture is very, very important. So you make sure your hair is getting the moisture that it needs, because curly hair and kinky hair is automatically much drier than straight hair. Make sure you get moisture in by washing your hair more often, and not necessarily by using harsh shampoos, but you can even wash with conditioner sometimes. But you need to get that moisture in from the water. Using moisturisers that are water-based, not oil-based. People think that they're moisturising their hair when they're using oil, but they're not. All oil does is seal in the moisture, but on its own it doesn't moisturise your hair. And also you need to get moisture from the inside as well, so make sure you drink enough water. If your body is not moisturised, your hair won't be moisturised. Second tip is it's very important to build your own hair regimen. And once you know what products are good for you, and once you know what routine you're going to follow when you're going to wash your hair, it's not going to seem so daunting. You won't be scared of washing your hair, and you might even start looking forward to it. And my final tip is when you're natural, you need to rock your hair with confidence. If you go out feeling shy about your hair or feeling that someone's going to pick on your hair, you're not going to be able to carry it and show people that it looks good. But once you know that it looks good and you know that other people appreciate that, then no one can tell you anything